Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Darsh Joshi and I'm a BTech Computer Science and Engineering graduate and I'm currently working as a developer in a tech company. Today's video will be discussing about strings and its methods. So let's get started without any further ado. So I've made it a bit different than all the previous slideshows I made because the video I watched was too like training my eyes, so I made it a bit better by using a dark theme. Okay, so what is this Python string? So Python string is basically a collection of text enclosed in quotes. It can be either single, double, or triple quotes, and it completely depends upon it. Let's study that on whiteboard. Strings and methods. So yeah, a string can be defined as collection of text enclosed in quotes. Let's say we have x equals my name, BARSH. The YouTube transcription always gets my name wrong. So, anyways, so in this case, this part is a string, the variable, as this before. So in case if I wanna use some other words like your with an apostrophe, and I cannot be using single quotes here because that would be troublesome. It would count this part as string and this would give out some syntax error or something. So in this case, we'll be using double quotes. They work the same, but this is the difference. If you wanna take multiple lines of string, you can use triple quotes. I've done here. Here one line, two line, three. That's how basically the quotations work. And I'll say up. And let's take a real life scenario. You are filling out the admission form of your college or maybe the job application for your job, like that. So inside the form, you'll be asked to input your details like first name. You'll also be asked to enter your last name. You will be asked to enter your email as well, and maybe even your address. So first name, you would enter something like, I'll put my first name here. I'll put my last name here. I'll put my email in single quotes or double quotes, whatever I want. But in case of address, we'll be using triple quotes because addresses contain of multiple line. You'll put the first line here, second line here, third line here. You'll again enclose it using the triple quotes. So yeah, that's basically the real life application for strings. Be moving on with the presentation. Yeah, what is a string? We have just defined it. Let's see what it is theoretically. It is a sequence of characters enclosed in quotes. Strings are immutable, which means that once I've done this, I've declared this thing, then I cannot change this value here. That's not possible according to syntax of Python. Yeah, strings are immutable, they cannot be mutated and can be created using single, double, or triple quotes. We have seen that. Most common data type for text data. You can also put numbers in here, but that would be counted as alphanumeric characters, so it's all the same thing. Yes, and let's look at it in the VS Code. And the first thing we'll be doing is closing this down because we don't need AI for now. Let's name this as main.py file, and we'll be seeing how strings work in Python for now. So let's say first name. Let's take the same example as it on the whiteboard. And I'll take Darsh last name. I'll take my last name as well. Then we'll be looking at address. Let's take email as well. ABYZ. That's a valid email, by the way. That's not my email also. The address would have multiple lines. We'll do this and we're doing I live at AHAQL at UK. Inappropriate. ABC. And my pin code is random numbers. So these all are valid strings. We'll be printing each one out right now. Print first name, print last, also print email address to see if @ is counted as valid syntax for that. Printing out as save it and we'll run it. So here we get all these strings. They are pretty valid, and yeah, that's how the syntax for strings is. Let's now deep dive into what other stuff we have on the presentation. Yeah, creating and accessing strings. We have just in this practically. We create a string using single quotes, double quotes, and we can also use indexing for strings like we do for lists and tuples. Doing that. So let's again say first, let's say X. So we'll save this and we'll print out a specific part of hello world is X, which we can denote using squared parentheses, and can write the indexes here 0 to I've taken 8 randomly. Thought process behind. We printed out the first 8 characters of it. So this part is quite useful because that's how. So yeah, let's see how indexing works in string. So let's say we have a string called hello world. With an exclamation mark. So what here is happening, we have H L L space W R L exclamation mark. Each of these is assigned an index starting from 0. This would be 0th index, first index. Is it null function? Working. Excellent. Okay, so this would be assigned HE. Be assigned 1, be assigned 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I think we didn't take the exclamation mark here. Let's take the exclamation mark. Now we are exactly how it was in the code. So what we did is we take 0 to 8, means that it would print out the first 7 characters starting from 0th index, or from 0 to 7th index it would go 7th, which would be the 8th character from in the strings, go from here to here and print out all the characters. And as we can see, it happened here, print out only the part we asked for. So yeah, that's how slicing works in print. So yeah, indexing is this part, assigning the indexes to each of the characters. And what we just did in the last slide was slicing the string. We took out a specific part of the string away from the entire string. Yeah, just talked about it. And it's exclusive, which is that the last means the eighth index won't be inside the sliced part of the string. Anyways, so yeah, only these first 8 characters would be printed, which is 7th till 7th index. That's how slicing works. Next thing is concatenation and repetition. Let's try that out. So what is concatenation? Concatenation is basically, let's take a real life example. Let's say you are filling in a form and you enter the first name, last name. Let's take my name. Is go. So if we want to display the entire name of this person, then we'll have to put these two side by side. The entire string would look something like this. Then close that in quotes so that it's the entire thing. This is our resultant output, and this is what we are supposed to do. This is called concatenation. So yeah, that's how concatenation works. How we do that in Python? Simply add the strings like we have diagrammatically done here. See that in VS Code. First name, last, save this, and we'll print out the concatenated output. Is first plus last. Okay. This would be useful in the code challenge which I am about to give at the end of the video. So stay tuned. So yeah, here we get the entire name, but it's missing a space here. So we'll simply put a space in here, and we'll again try that out. Here we get the space. Yeah, that's how concatenation works. But what happens if I put multiple spaces? Here are the multiple spaces, because it is all the empty spaces are part of string, and that's how string work in Python. Yeah, that's how concatenation works. And repetition, we have just seen how we add two strings. But what if I want to print my name 3 times? I'll simply multiply this by 3 and we get the output is Darsh, Darsh, Darsh. So yeah, that's how concatenation and repetition works. Repetition would be not that useful in real life scenarios, but it is useful in some scenarios. Like, let's say you have that laugh at some jokes or something like that. So you won't laugh like ha. It would be ha ha ha, like I've taken this example. Yeah, that's a stupid example, but it works how it works. So these are some of the important string methods. We're discussing them one by one. So when we convert the string to uppercase or lowercase, capitalize the first letter or capitalize the last letter. So yeah, let's see that. Let's take a real life example again. We have a first name, and it is supposed to always have first letter capital, and we have a last name. But let's say I want to save it as entirely capitalized full name. So I can do it this way: full name, first name, plus I have not put the space, so we'll put a space here. My bad. We'll add the last name as well, and we'll print out the full name. This is a good example for concatenation as got the full name. Let's say I want to capitalize it, then we'll have to hit this dot or put some parentheses here, and here we go. It is entirely capitalized, and now it's very comfortable. We have done that earlier, but anyways, so this be readable now, and let's convert it to lowercase, and here we go. It is. But if I want to convert it into capital like this, hello world, which the first character would be capital, then we can put capitalize there. Capital. Save it. Clear this up. Okay, so the first character was capitalized and the rest was into lowercase. Now let's try what title does. Would capitalize all the first letters of the word. Like we have taken my name here, and it would print out exactly like this is. Let's just do this, run it, get the capitalized version. There's lowercase as well. Get it. So now what we do, we'll be trying out title here, and it would give out first name how we want it. So this can be used when we are filling out a form or something like that scenario. So let's say when we are filling a form, we mistakenly put lowercase names or last names, and we can capitalize it or make it into a proper format using Python methods, string methods. There are more string methods upcoming, so let's get with it without any. Next method is finding a position of substring. Complex. So how we do it? Finding a position in substring, we do that text dot find. Easy. So let's take the same example as the PPT. That. Save it and let's search for string. Substring. This substring would be is for now. So let's do that. Print x dot find, I think. Find is. So yeah, this is at the 7th index. 1 0 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is at the 7th index. Here we get 7. Yeah. Where can this be used in a real life scenario? Let's say you're filling a job application again. So here you have to verify if email is actually an email or it is not. Let's say xyz at abc.com. So to check if uh, the entered string is an email, the characteristics here is that it should have this symbol, and this part. So yeah, how do we check that? Will x uh, if x dot find at and x dot find dot com, then we'll print out email is valid. Or it would just execute the code without any. Yeah, email is valid in this case, but let's remove this. Run it. Email is valid. Does this gives out something like not a true or false value? Because let's just gives out an index x dot find at, and it is -1. So let's take another is to this. It's not equal to -1, and again is not equal. Now I think the email should be invalid because we have taken proper condition for it. And we run this, email should be invalid now. So when a specific part of string is not inside the string, give out the value -. That's what we learned today. When I learned that today. Anyways, we are learning together, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, we can replace text, like replace this part of the string to this. Try that out. X dot add. Remove this part. Print. Let's just do it. Replace ABC to we'll print out X now. Print my bad. xyz.abc.com, because we haven't stored anything, put that in anything initially going to store, but I thought maybe let's try without storing. Now we get the required the most. Yeah, that's how replace function. These are the inbuilt functions in Python. You don't need to import anything for that. So yeah, we can also count occurrences of a specific substring. It's done with text.count. Let's say let's take alphabets. And we'll store some alphabets here. Okay, take this as the string and we'll print alphabets dot count add more j's to it, that it actually gives a number instead of 1. Not like 1 is not a real number, but Get the point? So I've put J 11 times in here. Here's the count 11. That's how this works. This a good example for this is when you are using MS Word or any other alternatives to that, and we see a little character count and word count in that. So what the character count does is it counts all the characters from A to Z, adds it up, or maybe it just count how many characters exist. And what the word one does, it counts the spaces. We put spaces in here. Here are the count 2. That's how words are counted basically. As word or Zoho writer or whatever you're using. Good at using. Yeah, that's the how we count the occurrences of a specific substring. Yeah, let's go with the next. Print text starts with. We can check the part of string which starts with py, or if the entire string starts with a py or something like that. Try it out. And what we'll do if we'll be checking if this string starts with py, x dot starts parentheses, right? Run this, it should give out true. It would not give out me. Save, run, false, because m is the end part of it. But ends. That's how it works. So yeah, that's how we check what the string starts with and ends with. Yeah. Next methods we have is removing leading and trailing spaces. So how we do that? We can use this strip method here. Let's take this string again. String. And let's put some spaces on here, like here and here. Get started. Let's split method. Print split x dot split. Here we do this, run this. We get Python is awesome. Broke it down into a list and divided, like whenever we get the spaces, it has divided into list. I think that would be this part, and yeah, that's what split does. We had to do this pretty obvious confusion, but anyways, okay, this gives out the string without any starting or ending spaces, but without this, got the spaces as well. It's just without it. See the spaces at the end and start. Is not the case in this output. Yeah, that's how split and strip work. Yeah, and we can also divide this thing using a specific character. Let's say we want to divide it using is, then it would start this Python base awesome. You can use is as a separator between the elements in a list. You can also, let's prep it for the splitting, and we have Python comma awesome. Be easy, I guess. We can also check character types. implement these last line of code. Let's just that this code. Yeah, I thought someone gaming. Never mind. Oh, what have we done here? We have put let's clear this. Print out exactly how we have done there. Dot. We have put this I think. Yeah, parentheses. Yes. Okay. What would happen? Would put this between all the elements. Wait for. Yeah. Separated by this. This is a separator. Yeah, that's all the string methods which you have to learn as beginners. And the string formatting, it is one of the key things we'll be doing. So what we do, we put a F before initiating the string and we put curly parentheses to check whatever we are doing. This example, name and age are used. Concatenation in a way, but bit different than that. You can do this exact thing with concatenation as well. Here the message is, hello Alice, you are 25 years old. They have done it using string formatting. Let's try that. How it can be used in real life, we'll be explaining that just next after we are done implementing this. Talk too much. Take that as a number because let's say we have x equals, put f here. So and this, okay, never mind, I didn't print it out. And now it should, hello Darsh, you are 22 already. Am I 22 already? Yeah. So that's basically how string formatting works. We'll check out a step example. Let's say you're making a page and you need to greet every new user that comes, or maybe let's say you're logged into a page and on the dashboard, let's say this is dashboard file picture, and here you have to print out a greeting, and we have some stuff in here navigation. Have that was a really non-rectangular rectangle. Anyways, here is some other nav. There are some products. Let's say it's Amazon.com or something like that. Marketing store or something. So here it's a picture, and this is the greeting. So for displaying this greeting accurately, you'll have to access the name of your user and put a hello all over it. So user. So in this scenario, the formatting should be useful. It can also be done using just concatenation plus I'll remove the F from here. I'll this put after the space, I'll put name can also concatenate using plus symbol. Hello, name, you are, age, and again. Age. Ready? 22 already. So yeah, printed out the shot already. Somehow it managed to put it into a tube. Yeah, that's why we don't use concatenation. Don't use concatenation in scenario because it would take it as a tuple. We can forcefully convert it into string. This parentheses on this, write str here, and we print it out. Then that string. Never mind, we cannot do that. But okay, we can use plus instead of comma because comma would mean that we are declaring a tuple. This is also how we declare a tuple, so maybe there's a confusion with that. So yeah, use plus and with this. Cannot concatenate string. Okay, error is that we are using a number here. Let's put that into a string. Oh, got 22 already. So yeah, the entire thing can be done using concatenation as well. But if you are using different data types, like we are using number here, then we should be using f string as we call it, or string formatting. F in here stands for formatting. And yeah, again thought someone. Oh, that. Yeah, this entire thing is can be also done using formatting and concatenation. Yeah. And we have another example using the expressions like a mathematical term. That's also how we can use string formatting, but I've already given you an example of how we use that on a web page. Next up, we have checking string properties. So string properties as in the properties of the string, like let's take this string as an example. This string contains numbers as well and characters as well. There's an alphanumeric value. So we can check if it has only alphabets by is alpha, only digits if for only digits. Is alphanumeric? Yes, it is. Is lower? It's not totally in lowercase. P is capitalized, so it's not lower. Is upper? False. Is space? Do you have space between characters? No. And these are how we check validity of a string. Like again, let's take the example of first name and last name already. Let's again take the example of first and last name. Last. So by default, we assume that names do not have space between them. Like my first name won't be like this, last name won't be something like this. But if we have to check that, we can use these methods. And let's our first name should not contain any numbers, and it should be compulsorily in lowercase. For emails, we can say your street name should be completely in uppercase. Yeah, that's These are the methods we can on. Let's also take an email. Mail equals let's not take address for now. We'll check all these methods one by one. So let's start. Print first name dot is alpha. Is it alphabetics? Please. Let's replace this with last name. Is it alphabets? Not. When we say is alpha, it means that the string should only contain the alphabets. No numerical values or symbols should be there. Check the same for email. It should give out false because it contains at and parentheses. Not parentheses, but period. So it gives out false because email is not completely alphabets. Let's take mobile number as well for the sake of this example. And like that, we can while is num, set a number. Numeric, it is. Rest of these aren't numeric. Is all num? Is it alphanumeric? Does it have any alphabets? Doesn't have any alphabets, so still it is considered alphanumeric because numbers are alphanumeric when we put them in a string. Weird? Yes, me as well. But all of these would qualify for alphanumerics. Take email. Would it qualify as alphanumeric? Should give it false because you also have special characters in it. So false. And last name and first name are basically same data type, so should qualify for alpha. So yeah, that's I've covered. Email should always be in lowercase, so we'll do this is lower. That's a standard thing to have email in lowercase, so that's how we check if email is in lowercase. So I just this and it should give out false now. Yeah, that's how is lower works. Is upper does the exact opposite of this. To check if the entire string is in uppercase, let's take another variable and put it entirely in uppercase. And we'll check for upper, not upper. That. Okay, it is true because all the characters of the string are in uppercase. Yeah, all these give out a boolean value, either true or false. And we can use them as validation for validation and forms or something like that. So yeah, let's put a space in here as well. Space. So it should give out true. Okay, it's giving out false for some reason. Get this up. Run this again. Giving false because we don't have space, we have spaces at time. If we put a single space, it would give out true. False for some. See what the error is. Okay, is space checks if the entire string is just a space and nothing else. So yeah, that's the issue with so yeah, that's all the string functions or properties, how we check those. Let's move forward. Yeah, here are some real life examples for and its methods and its functions. So as I said, we'll be verifying if the email is an actual email or not. Is it a valid email address or not? We've checked these. We have done this exact example in this code. I don't think I need to go through this again, or even you have to waste time on this. Let's move ahead with key takeaways. In this video, we have learned about how strings are sequences of characters and are immutable. We have learned how indexing works on string, how slicing works. String methods never change the original string, and how formatting strings or f strings we have used and how text is being formatted. Many methods are available for text manipulation and checking, and those as well. Let's move on. Practice questions. You can take a screenshot and perform them in the comments. I'll be checking those in the next video. And yeah, I have a code challenge for you. And what you have to do is you have to make a form like thing and take user input for that, and not be using VS Code as much. Yeah, you have to make a form like thing. You have to take first name, last name, email address, file number as well if you want, and put those into print those in valid formats. And yeah, that's it. You have to take user inputs and to validate if those are valid, like email example I showed. You have to just check if the email and stuff are valid or not, and you have to print out all the details in valid format. Yeah, that's the code challenge for this video, and yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. So we'll be meeting in the next one. Till then, keep learning and keep practicing.